mic is on, and away we go. Today, we are going to be doing a race recap of the Canadian Grand Prix in Montreal, Canada. This took place on June 15th, 2025. You can see here the first Grand Prix was in 1990 or 1978, not 1990, 1978. The number of laps is 70, and the circuit length is 4.361 kilometers. The race distance is 305.270 kilometers, and the lap record is 1 minute 13 seconds and 0.78. What is that? Tenths, hundreds, thousands. I went to school for musical theater, not for math, and that was held by Valtteri Bottas in the year 2019. So, I know a lot of you have requested this video, and let me tell you a little bit about why I kind of stopped doing this. This is a lot of work to fill out the driver and the team, or the name, the time, and this is from practice 1, 3, Q1 to Q3. So it's a lot of like writing, and it's not that I'm not wanting to, it's just when it comes time to actually film something, it's hard to feel like I'm doing relative information that you actually want to see versus like spending 5 minutes on FP1. So that's kind of why I got away from it, but I also have been traveling a lot. So I'm actually moving. So the process of filming a video, obviously, like, I started this channel because I love automobile racing, especially open wheel, IndyCar, and F1. And we're almost at 250 subscribers, which is wild, and I'm so grateful for that. But I didn't realize, like, I want to make content very quickly and regularly, but sometimes I need to batch content so that I can put it out every single day because of my job and my life. I can't sit down and do a video every single day, which is something that I really would love to do. So as far as race recaps, I've kind of slipped away from them because they're not as easily batched, should I say. Like, I'm making this Sunday night, and you're probably watching this, if you're watching it when it first premieres, it's on Monday, so that's already a day in between. So if I didn't have time on Sunday to do something, it like sets everything off, and I just feel like I don't want to put out a video of like a race that was 5 weeks ago. So I'm gonna try to be a little bit more aware and like at least fill this out for you guys because I enjoy doing this a lot. And I've heard in the comments like you enjoy the race recaps too. So I just wanted to give a little like backstory of like why I kind of stopped doing this as often, but hopefully we'll get back into this, okay? So, let's do the starting grid. I have my cheat sheet over here because I can't remember all 20 places. But we have in 20th position Pierre Gasly, so we'll do Pierre Gasly in P20. P19 was Liam Lawson. P18 was Yuki Tsunoda. P17 was Lance Stroll. P16 was Carlos Sainz. In P15 we had Gabriel Bortoleto. P14 we have Esteban Ocon. In P13 we have Ollie Behrman. P12 we have Isaac Hadjar. There's a dog hair on them. P11 is Nico Hülkenberg. In P10, we have Franco Colapinto. In P9, we have Alex Albon. In P8, we have Charles Leclerc. In P7, with a disappointing qualifying position, we had Lando Norris. Moving up to P6. We had Fernando Alonso. And P5, 7-time world champion Lewis Hamilton. In P4, we have Kimi Antonelli. Whenever I write Antonelli, I always like think of the movie Ants, because it's Antonelli. I always want to put an S on the end. That's how old you can think I am. I mean, I'm 31, so I'm not like super old. Because like Ants was like a little bit above my time. Like it was before Bugs Life. Like I was a Bugs Life kid, if that gives you any time frame. P3 you have Oscar Piastri. P2. We have Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen. And in pole position, P1, starting on the grid for the 2025 Canadian Grand Prix. We have George for the 2025 Canadian Grand Prix. So I will say that this race was kind of boring to begin with, and then it got real interesting, and I will say, I talked about this on the podcast that I have. If you don't follow the podcast, you should. It's called F Wonderland. F1, like the number one, like F1. I'll write it right here. It's called F Wonderland, the podcast. You can look it up on Spotify or really anywhere podcasts are distributed, but you can also listen to it on YouTube if you want. It's just F Wonderland. I don't really like to cross promote like my social media with this because this is like a safe space for me, but it's also related. So like if you want to listen to the podcast, I don't like cross promote it in the sense of like go follow this, but like if you're interested in Formula One, it's a very like how do I say this? Like an Andy Cohen, like watch what happens live versus like a Red Flags podcast where it's like completely analytics of the sport. So anyway, enough about that. If you wanna go follow that. But I was saying to my co-host today that I felt that today, like I showed up in a Lando Norris jersey, and I said that today we were gonna see a McLaren crash. I said we're gonna see a papaya DNF is exactly what I said. And they both looked at me and they said, we'll say the name, who's gonna crash? And I was like, I don't want to say it. Like, I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to say it, which I felt in my bones that Lando was not going to do well today. And I was caught a witchy sense or something, but it was not good for me. So if you haven't seen, McLaren was not having a great weekend period, and then Lando was having a great like qualifying session until the very end. Sorry, excuse me, I'm getting tired. And then he crashed. I'm gonna save a lot of my commentary on Lando Norris for like my other channels so that this doesn't become like a bias thing. But I just had this feeling that there was going to be a McLaren that went into the wall today. So, before we get into the final standings of the race, let's do fastest lap, fastest pit stop, and driver of the day. So the fastest lap up until the moment of impact was Lando Norris, but he was taken out by George Russell. The fastest pit stop of the day. I'm going to look this up. I'm going to look it up. It might be Max. I don't. Who had the fastest? Pit stop. was Max Verstappen. Lap 12. Okay. Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen. Who was the driver of the day? Kimi Antonelli. I don't like how I read that. That was very sloppy. Kimi Antonelli was the third youngest to podium in Formula One today. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna do P20 to P1, and then we'll do the points, and then we'll do drivers and constructors. So, today in P20 position 20th position. I don't want this. Race results. We had Alex Albon. He retired first with the DNF. Do I want the bold one? No, that's too thick. That's what she said. In P19, we had Liam Lawson. And this one hurts my soul to say, but in P18 we had Lando Norris with a DNF. I have a lot of thoughts on that. P17, we had Lance Stroll. And he was down a lap, but he finished. He received 0 points. 16th place, we have ASMcaR. V-Carb, 0 points. It looked like he was down a lap as well. P15, Pierre Gasly. Scoring 0 points as well. P14 is Gabriel Bortoleto. I always forget how to spell his name. Bortoleto. He scored 0 points. P13 was Franco Colapinto. Also scoring 0 points. P12 was Yuki Tsunoda. Also scoring 0 points. Position 11, P11 was Oliver Behrman. You score 0 points. B10, 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 B10. Carlos Sainz. He scored 1 point for Williams. P9. Surprisingly, Esteban Ocon. I always forget if it's an E or an A, but it's an E. Scoring a total of 2 points for Haas. P8, P8, Nico Hülkenberg. He scored a total of 4 points for Gig Sauber. In P7, we have Fernando Alonso. Scoring a total of 6 points for Aston Martin. P6 was Lewis Hamilton. And Lewis scored a total of 8 points for Ferrari. P5 was Charles Leclerc. And P5 earns you a total of 10 points for Ferrari. P4 was Oscar Piastri. And P4 will earn you a total of 12 points. And then to our podium, our third youngest podium position winner, Kimi Antonelli. Third place will give you a total of 15 points. In second position, we have reigning world champion Max Verstappen. In second place will earn you a total of 18 points. And our winner today for the Canadian Grand Prix was George Russell. And that will earn you a total of 25 points. 25 points. So that is your results for the 2025 Canadian Grand Prix. Let's move on to our drivers' standings. So we have all the way in last place. I mean, there's a total of like 21 drivers now because Jack Doohan is gone, so I'll put him down here. In 21st position is Jack Doohan. He scored a total of 0 points. We have Franco Colapinto that took his place. And he also has 0 points. In 19th place, we have Gabriel Bortoleto. has a total of 0 points. 18th place, we have Liam Lawson. And he has a total of 4 points. 17th position in the Drivers' World Championship is Oliver Behrman. And Ollie held 6 points. P16, we have Fernando Alonso with a total of 8 points. 8 points. 8 points. In 15th place so far, we have Yuki Tsunoda with a total of 10 points. In 14th place, we have Pierre Gasly. Pierre Gasly with a total of 11 points. 11 points. P13, we have Carlos Sainz. Carlos has a total of 13 points right now, 13 points. In P12, we have Lance Stroll. Lance Stroll. Lance has a total of 12 points. I don't like how I spelled or wrote Stroll. I think like on iPad, like I get more obsessed because I can like erase it quickly versus like in real life. So pardon my perfectionism or my OCD. P11, we have Nico Hülkenberg. I always forget if it's ERG or PURG. It's PERG. He has a total of 20 points. And P10, we have Isaac Ajar, 21 points. In B9 is Esteban Ocon with 22 points. And P8, Alex Albon. Alex has a total of 42 points. And P7, we have rookie Kimi Antonelli with a total of 63 points. P6 was Lewis Hamilton with a total of 79 points. In P5, we have Charles Leclerc with 104 points. Fun fact, Charles is number 16, and we share the same birthday. So, if you're a weirdo and want to look that up, you'll know my birthday. P4, we have George Russell. And George has a total of 136 points. Max Verstappen. Current reigning world champion, 155 points. P2, we have Lando Norris. With a total of 176. And currently reigning is Oscar Piastri. Or leading, I shouldn't say reigning. With a total of 198. So you see here how it like exponentially grows. Like it goes from like double digits to like a few points difference. I mean, not a few, but like 20. You know, it's very close here, but like we go from 0, 4, 6, 8. It just exponentially grows. So that will put our teams with our 10th place spot is Alpine. I don't like how I wrote that either. Alpine has a total of 11 points. P9 is Kick Sauber. And Kick has a total of 20 points. P8 is Aston Martin. And Aston Martin has a total of 22 points. 22. P7 is Racing Bulls, so V-Carb. And they have a total of 28 points. P6 is Haas, MoneyGram Haas. They have a total of 28 points as well. So P6 and P7 are tied currently. P5 is Williams. And Williams has a total of 55 points. Isn't that Carlos's number? I think it is. P4 is Red Bull. Red Bull has a total of 162 points. P3 in the the Constructors Championship is Ferrari. And Ferrari currently holds 183 in points. And in P2 we have Mercedes. Mercedes holds a total of 199. And in first place we have McLaren. And they are dominating this championship with 374 points. Which is why the response to Lando's crash and them saying that he took massive points away makes me very upset, because you should have designated a number one driver. You should have told them not to race. You had the ability, McLaren, to do what you wanted to do. this is not close to this. His points only took away from his championship campaign, not yours. So be quiet. That's all I'm going to say about that. And like, if you're not a Lando fan, or like, I'm not gonna say like, you know, I love Lando, but like, the thing is like, you have to look at it from a team standpoint. McLaren made no decisions today. They made no strategic decisions that put them ahead, regardless of Lando's crash. So, I will bat for my boy every single day. But McLaren, do better. You're leading a lot. Do not have a scapegoat, is all I'm going to say about that. So, we have McLaren continuing their reign. Oscar continuing his reign. George Russell. They both annoy me. But George Russell, it won the race. Kimi with a amazing first win. Max Verstappen just trying to stay with it and not get in trouble. Lando crashing out. Alex crashing out. Liam being Liam. It was a good race. I enjoyed it. I'm glad that I saw the racing between the McLarens, but if I could pick between the two, I would pick Lando. I wish that Oscar would have crashed out, but it is what it is, y'all. Anyway, I hope that you all were able to cross the finish line into relaxation. And I hope that you enjoyed this video of the 2025 Canada Grand Prix race results. Please hit that follow. We're almost at 250 subscribers, which is great. Obviously, the more this channel gets shared, you hear this from every freaking content creator, and I didn't understand it myself until I started making videos. The like, the comment, the subscribe really does make a difference. So if you like what you see, I promise you, just one of the three of those actions that take like 2 seconds, if that, they really do help support this channel, and they'll help me create more content. So if you don't mind, hit that subscribe button, like this video, share it, or if you don't like it, that's fine too. Just let me know your feedback so that I can make better videos that you might like. That's the biggest thing about all of this, is like, I am not doing this for a full-time job. I'm not even monetized right now, so like, I'm doing this because I love it. But if I don't know, I'm not gonna please everyone all the time, but if you let me know what you want to see more of, that would help a lot. A lot of you have given me advice on, you know, lowering the intro volume, or doing more of these race recaps, or how to find Legos and scan them. Like, all of that is so valuable to me, and I cannot tell you enough how much I appreciate all of the likes and the comments and the support and the feedback. It just makes this channel better.